Welcome back to Gruber Motor Company. Today we're going to show you the world's most expensive Teslas to date. And this, for example, is a 2011 Tesla Roadster that just recently sold at auction for $190,000, which for a brief time at least was the most expensive Tesla ever sold. We've been predicting the first Tesla, the Roadster, will be the next collectible car, and a buying frenzy is just around the corner. Collectors seem to be snapping up pedigreed Roadsters. The Roadster is the only sports car production Tesla that has been made to date, the result of a collaboration with Lotus UK, built on the Lotus Elise chassis and electrified by Tesla. After the final two-seater Roadsters were released in 2011 in the US and 2012 outside of the US, Tesla turned its attention to more practical cars. A smart move, since their brief experience with building sports cars for a niche market was not profitable or sustainable. Other Tesla vehicles took the spotlight, starting with a far more practical four-door sedan, the Model S. Made in-house, made in the USA, winning numerous awards and taking the EV world by storm. The Tesla Roadsters were sold starting at $109,000, and fully optioned ones could push toward $160,000, and after the final release in 2011 and 2012, began a long and steady decline in value. By 2014, Tesla realized the main battery packs were not going to last forever, with only a 10-year design life, some pack failures, and they introduced a replacement battery pack, taking the original 53 kWh battery pack with just over 200 miles range to an 80 kWh battery pack, with Elon Musk promising an almost 400-mile range. This ended up being more like 340 miles. Still a lot of range though, even when this upgrade is compared with the Model S and the Model X. By then, Roadsters were selling around $50,000, and the $30,000 battery replacement cost was a deterrent, although this was the only option to keep the car on the road. And after the release of this pack, they were not able to live up to range expectations, declining often rapidly after replacement, and Tesla stopped production of this 80 kWh replacement battery pack. Now, with no apparent battery pack replacement solution in sight from either third parties or Tesla, the Roadster values began a slow decline, dropping to an all-time low in summer of 2019, with two completely functioning Roadsters selling on eBay for just under $40,000. By the end of 2019, however, Tesla announced another newly designed 80 kWh pack using different cells, cautiously avoiding making range commitments, setting the expectation closer to 300 miles. With a battery replacement solution again in sight, Roadsters began a gradual uptick in valuation. By 2020, we began offering a free Roadster matchmaking service on our website, uniting sellers with buyers, offering tech support, advice, and help with transport. Sellers invariably asked our advice how to price their Roadsters, and we gravitated toward the high side since we've been predicting this car was collectible. By the end of 2021, Roadster prices had doubled in just 1 year, from $50,000 to often over $100,000. It looked like the depreciation was over. A Hagerty article predicted that the Roadster was one of 10 collectible new cars. Our Roadster matchmaking site was not the only sales channel seeing an increase in Roadster prices. A few of the auction sites, although notoriously under-equipped to sell a niche vehicle like a Tesla Roadster, also began seeing sell price increases. One auction record-setting sale in January of 2021, which was a signature 100 Roadster with not only a low VIN at VIN 38, but lots of provenance, set a new sales record at the time at $182,000. A string of unimpressive auction Roadster sales hovering below and slightly above the new $100,000 benchmark came next, until a year later, when at the same auction house, a Roadster sold for a new record-breaking $190,000. Despite not having the signature 100 and low VIN pedigree, being a 2011 model, it showed only 1,300 miles on the odometer and was snapped up by a collector, setting a new record temporarily to be unseated a mere 1 month later. The Roadster that I'm sitting in right now is that $190,000 record-breaking sale. It is a pristine example of early Tesla automotive history and is currently getting upgrades, including full PPF protection and a power electronics module PEM upgrade and rebuild at our Phoenix Roadster Service Center. This new Roadster sales record did not last long, however. Less than a month after this $190,000 sale, a Roadster owner became ready to post the lowest VIN sale we have ever been involved in, VIN number 13. Again, a signature 100 car, but with a whopping low mileage of only 840 miles. Being in uncharted territory at this point, pricing is often a combination of research and guesswork. With no precedent set, the two seemingly collectible elements, low VIN and low mileage, pricing became arbitrary, and the seller decided to throw out a fishing price of $250,000. We posted this unusual Roadster January 22nd, 2022, Saturday morning at 10 a.m. 2 hours after alerting our pre-qualified buyer list that this unusual Roadster was available, the seller called me and asked me to take down the $250,000 asking price, since he had gotten 4 solid offers above asking, and we switched the posting over to make offer. Our Roadster matchmaking site has a pre-qualified buyer list of over 200 serious collectors looking for Roadsters, and we send this list to them exclusively 24 hours before making it live on our matchmaking site and advertising the Roadster for sale on social media. The offers were coming from this list before we even advertised the car. The Roadster then sold the following day, Sunday, around noon, for what the seller preferred to be an undisclosed sum above the asking $250,000, setting the new current Roadster sales record. The irony is that this first-generation Roadster sold for more than the second-generation supercar Roadster soon to be released as the fastest production car ever made. These two over-the-top record-breaking sales do not mean that all the Roadsters just jumped in value, but it does indicate car collectors are joining buyers, selecting the Roadsters with the most provenance, pedigree, and uniqueness, and the Roadster has now joined a bull market. Thank you for joining us at Detail Phoenix today and PPF Works, the people that are doing our PPF application, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Patreon, TikTok, Instagram, and as always, stay tuned for more exciting Tesla tech.